Hey guys, it's Ray here from rwoko12 and epicdroid.com, and we are here today with another video from our What's in the Box series. Today we are going to be looking at the Sarkhan Planeswalker deck from the 2019 core set. This set technically is not out yet, however I was able to get my hands on these during the pre-release, which is actually going on as we speak. And excited to show you guys what we got here and show you what they have. Now, one of the things I really like about this is they changed the dynamic of the Planeswalker deck from what they've done in previous releases. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about with that here in just a minute. But first thing you want to do is you want to get your Planeswalker card out of this. And just be really careful when you're getting that out. That plastic there is a little bit hard to get around, and sometimes it'll get caught on those edges and ruin your card. So first up we have our Planeswalkers, then we have our deck box. Inside the deck box we have a couple of different things here. We have the deck itself, or the rest of the deck. This plus this makes the deck. We have a booster pack. We have the Hey Before You Play guide. Tells you about the deck. Has a nice little poster of Sarkhan. Gives you some terms to know, like things that are going to be found in the deck. Then on the back we've got our ads. So we're going to set aside this booster pack. We're going to save that one here for another day. Now this deck is a dragon-based deck, so there will be lots of dragons in here, and there are lots of things that take advantage of those abilities, or take advantage of dragons' abilities. We're going to set these off into a couple different piles here. Okay, so what I've done here is I've split this up in a couple different piles. We got our lands, we got our commons, we got our uncommons, we got our rares, and then we have our mythic rare. Now these cards here are special cards, and you can tell they're special because they have a number here in the bottom. If you look at it, it says 297 out of 280. That 280 tells you how many cards are in this set. So in the 2019 core set, there are 280 cards. Or I should say 280 standard cards. But this is 297. All of these cards, at least these ones here, have a number that is higher than that 280. And that tells you that these are a deck exclusive and they are only available in this Planeswalker deck. So we'll take a look at our rares real quick. We'll look at the one that's part of the standard set. It's 135 of 280. And then we'll look at the rest of the cards that are the deck exclusives. So this is Demanding Dragon. It's a 5-cost creature dragon with flying. When Demanding Dragon enters the battlefield, it deals 5 damage to target opponent unless that player sacrifices a creature, and it's a 5/5. Now let's look at our common deck exclusives here. Again, these are 297 out of 280. It is a Kargan Dragon Rider, a 2-cost creature human warrior. As long as you control a dragon, Kargan Dragon Rider has flying, which means it can't be blocked except by creatures with flying or reach, and he's a 2/2. And there's 4 of those. Next up we have 3 Sarkhan's Whelps. This is an uncommon deck exclusive. It's 299 out of 280. It's a 3-cost creature dragon with flying. Again, this creature cannot be blocked except by creatures with flying or with reach. Whenever you activate an ability of a Sarkhan Planeswalker, Sarkhan's Whelp deals 1 damage to any target. So basically, if you've got any Sarkhan, not just this one from this deck, but if you've got any of them, if you have any Planeswalker that's Sarkhan, you can use his ability, Sarkhan's ability, and then this guy uses his ability to deal 1 damage to any target. Next up we have our rares. We have a Sarkhan's Dragonfire, which is a 5-cost sorcery. It's also a rare, and it's card number 298 out of 280. Sarkhan's Dragonfire deals 3 damage to any target. And you look at the top 5 cards of your library, you may reveal a red card from among them and put it into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So these two are probably the biggest change to the Planeswalker dynamic. Typically in a Planeswalker deck before, you had 2 cards that were specifically designed to pull out a specific Planeswalker. They would say, look at your library, pull out Sarkhan Dragonsoul, reveal him, and put him into your hand. And then shuffle your library. But these ones allow you to pull other cards instead of Sarkhan Dragonsoul. So it kind of makes the dynamic a little bit more different, makes it a little bit more lively, and allows you to use these cards in other decks. So then we have a Shivan Dragon. Shivan Dragon is a reprint. I think it's interesting that they did this one as a deck exclusive for just this one. It does make this Planeswalker deck more appealing to me just because I really like the Shivan Dragon. I remember playing with him back in the way early days of Magic. But Shivan Dragon is a 6-cost red creature dragon with flying, and you pay 1, and Shivan Dragon gets +1/+0 until end of turn, and because it only costs 1 and you don't have to tap him, you can use this ability multiple times to get him to be a lot more powerful. But he starts out as a 5/5, the more you use that ability, the more powerful he gets, till the end of the turn. Then, last but not least, we have the card that we're all here looking for, and that is Sarkhan Dragonsoul. He's a 6-cost legendary planeswalker that starts with 5 loyalty. He is card number 296 of 280. His first ability is a +2. Sarkhan Dragonsoul deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponent controls. Then he has a -3. Sarkhan Dragonsoul deals 4 damage to target player or planeswalker. And then -9, the big whammy. Search your library for any number of dragon creature cards, put them onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. That is insanely powerful. I actually think out of all the Planeswalkers I've looked at so far, this guy's probably the most powerful. Your ability here deals 1 damage to each opponent and each creature your opponents control. Then you can deal 4 damage to target player or Planeswalker, or if you save it up and if you have enough dragons in your hand, you get a search, in your library, you can search for any number of them and put them all onto the battlefield and then shuffle your library. So you could get out a ton of cards and be super, you could wail on your enemy very quickly there with that one. But this is a really awesome deck. I'm actually really excited to try this one out. It's I've looked at a couple of the other ones here so far. I think I've got one more to look at, but I've been very impressed with all of them. But this one by far takes the cake just because of those abilities on this Planeswalker. So if you guys have any questions about this deck or about the Core 2019 set, feel free to hit us up in the comment section down below. We'll reply to your comments as we are available. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, please remember to give us a thumbs up and to share it with your friends. And as always, just want to tell you guys thank you for watching, thank you for all your support, and you all have an awesome day.